Time management is one of the most important things to have down as a door-to-door salesperson. Really, what I think it comes down to is being a good boss of ourselves. I hear sometimes people are afraid of door-to-door sales or are really afraid of 100% commission jobs. All that really is telling me is that they're afraid they're not going to be very good with their time. If you're weary of inconsistent checks, you're probably weary of inconsistent effort because you dictate your check. You dictate your effort. If your effort's consistent, your checks should also be consistent. But let's break it down to a year. Every year you should have a yearly goal. Every year you should break that down into quarterly goals. The first quarter of the year, January, February, March, you may have a lower goal because it's not as hot, it's not as much sun, whatever. Your summer goals, when it's the hottest, when it's the most on people's minds, your goal should be the max capacity of what you think you can hit. But you should have quarterly goals, and then you should break it down to monthly goals. Every month, this is who I am, this is what I do, bare minimum. And this month, this is what I'm gonna do. You should break down it to weekly goals and then to daily goals. And then even within a day, sometimes these big goals can be really monstrous and really big, like I can't tackle that. But if we chunk it down into bite-sized times, it actually can work out. I think we should all knock at least 7 hours a day. That is gonna produce consistent results. Now, in my 7 hours, I'm gonna break that down into 3 different time blocks. I'll usually start around 1 o'clock and I'll work till about 4 o'clock, give a 3-hour time block up front. I'll take a break at 4 o'clock. I'll spend 15 minutes eating some food, drinking some water, maybe call my mom. But in that time frame, I'm not responding to text messages. I'm not answering phone calls unless I'm getting blown up and it's crucially important. I take a 15-minute break, then I get back in the game again at 4:15. I take about a 2-hour time slot from 4:15 till like 6 o'clock. And then I'll take another little break around 6 o'clock, but this is prime time. If I don't have to take a break, if I can feel like I can continue to move on, I'll continue to move on. And then I'll go from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock. Now, each of those time blocks, I'm trying to get a lead. So for me, I'm trying to get a lead every day. A minimum goal everyone should have would be to get 1 lead a day. That's a minimum goal. So say I get 3 leads in the first from 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock, I don't stop. I gotta continue to play the game and continue to play the numbers. Don't cut yourself short because you've had a good day earlier on. Continue to play the game. So from 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock, I've got a time slot. From 4:15 to 6 o'clock, I got a time slot. From 6:15 to 8 o'clock, another time slot. If I get success in the first time slot, I forget about it. I gotta get a lead in my second time slot. If I get lots of leads in my second time slot, I forget about it and I gotta start all over with 0 in my third time slot. If you can chunk your day down into bite-sized bits and be focused and turn your brain on to those time slots when you're on the doors, you'll find so much success managing your time properly.